Hello guys, it's Mr. Fire 123, I don't know. Today we're going to react to Is Combat Gods 3 confirmed? So Jesus told me that I should react to it, and it's pretty good. It's about Mr. Lava 1 talking about it, and thank you guys so much for helping me hit 100 subscribers. I'm so grateful, and I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for helping me. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, so I'm gonna react to this. I'm still excited for my subscribers. Anyways, let's get right into it.
So in the last days, the server of Legends Battlegrounds reached the 1,000 members. So the developer Zion decided to do an interview with the owner of Combat Gods, on which in 15 minutes and 38 seconds, they talk about Jianzhu and the history of Combat Gods. Like if Shinji had died or not, like the brother of Jun, or like the time that Jianzhu took to do all Combat Gods. And above all, what is going to happen with Combat Gods 3? There is not going to be a video more complete than these one. Because literally, I am going to be explaining every single message of the interview. So the video starts, and Zeon asks to Jianzhu if he can possibly do an interview with him. And Jianzhu responds that he prefers to stay comfortable and be anonymous for now. But Zeon says that it could be just messages that he do. And then Jianzhu responds to him, and so he can't show his face. So Jianzhu starts thinking, and he say that it will work. So the interview starts talking about Shinji, and Zion asks if Shinji was killed by Jun. And Jianzhu says no, that Jun saw his potential and knew it will be a waste to kill a warrior of fierce. That's why he says rest, warrior, not as a farewell, but as a pause. Shinji is not dead. Well, I honestly think that Shinji was dead, not gonna lie. And then Zeon asks how the clan of Shinji was killed. And he says that the Yaochi clan was killed by Assanes ruled by the rival nation. And then Zeon asks why. And Jianzhu says that Shinji's clan, the Yaochi, was wiped out after falling into heavy debt. But the real motive behind the attack was the rival king's greed and jealousy, with the debt serving as a convenient excuse for their destruction. Then Zeon asks how Shinji made up too strong. And Jianzhu says that Shinji was born with exceptional abilities and talents, and through of intense training he was chosen to ancient dragon of his clan to wield the legendary fist. And now Zeon asks if Shinji would have died if he hadn't dodged the katana slashes. So Jianzhu says that Jun didn't intend to kill Shinji, but the move he used was deadly enough to potentially end the fight. Jun underestimated Shinji, thinking the fight was over too soon, which is why he said, "Too easy," and the music stopped. He didn't fully realize how strong his opponent was. If Shinji didn't dodge that slashes, he would get cooked. And then Zion asks who would win, KJ or Shinji. Jianzhu says that he'd say KJ, but at full potential, then Shinji. Then Zion asks who would win, Shinji or Red Black. And then Jianzhu says that Shinji doesn't stand a chance, lol.
Oh yeah.
And now they start talking about Jun, the one who defeated Shinji. So now Zeon asks how much of his full power was actually using Jun on the fight. So Jianzhu replies saying that around 75%, if he used the 100%, Shinji would have died to 1-inch killer punch or the Wolf Fang fist attack. Him wondering what was going to do Jun if he used the 100% of his power.
Legendary warriors, both excellent in mind and body, stood before such challenges and triumph. But they both sort to.
So now Zeon says what kind of person was Jun's brother. And Jianzhu says that his brother Jiro was just a kid, brave and noble, trying to follow Jun's footsteps, trying to be like him, or perhaps surpass him. Then Zeon asks how Jiro died. And Jianzhu says that Jiro wanted to show he was strong enough to handle anything, but things didn't go as planned. The target was a special grade creature, something completely new. Even the most seasoned warriors hadn't faced it before. Jiro fought hard, but he was outmatched. Yes, there are monsters and different creatures in the Combat Gods world. Jiro wasn't weak, but he was on the worn place all the time. He was terribly and fatally unlucky. Yeah, I think that Jiro was extremely cooked.
That explains a lot.
Then Zion asks if Jun and Jiro were in a clan as well. But Jianzhu says no, they both come from a fairway land, making a home in a humbled village they discovered while starving to survive. And now Zion asks how Jun got so strong. And Jianzhu says that Jun got strong through a relentless training under the greatest master of the time. Jun found his brother taken by a powerful creature. In the process, Jun awakened a hidden power, killed the creature and inherited its strength. Now, with this new power combined with his own, Jun has become an even stronger warrior. And Zeon asks if he can say a little more about Jun's master. And Jianzhu says that Jun's master, Daizhan, was a legendary martial artist and wise teacher. After Jun's father died, Daizhan owned to train Jun to be a great warrior. And now Zeon asks if Daizhan was stronger than Jun. And Jianzhu says yes, that Daizhan was more powerful than Jun. But now, he not only surpassed him in knowledge of Daizhan, he has become far stronger than his master.
That explains more.
And now Sion asks if Jun was the strongest character he has created. And Jianzhu says that currently yes. Wait a moment. Currently? Is there going to be a character more powerful than Jun? Then Zeon asks who would win, Jun or KJ? And Jianzhu says Jun, that KJ is strong. But keep in mind, Jun didn't use his 100% of his powers. And now Zion asks who can win, Jun or Red Black. And Jianzhu says that as Shinji, he doesn't stand a chance.
I don't want to see.
And now they start talking about Jianzhu and the Combat Gods series. So Sion starts asking a curious question. How long took to Jianzhu to make all Combat Gods? And Jianzhu says that it took to him 3 years while working on and off to complete Combat Gods 2. But if we summarize the total hours, it would be 14 months to complete Combat Gods 2. But to finish Combat Gods 1, it would be between 5 and 6 months. And the reason why it took to him too long to complete it is because he wasn't very skilled at the start. He dedicated a lot of time and effort for practicing and study to master the things he struggled with, such as VFX, anatomy, drawing hands, and using After Effects properly. And he guessed that he really wanted to prove people was warring that bad. And Zion says that you really didn't. Yeah, I think that Jianzhu is very talented and have a lot of patience. Am surprised? And Zion asks who voice acted Shinji and Jun. And Jianzhu says that Devante Johnson, he was very talented. And now Sion asks what inspired him to make Combat Gods. And Jianzhu says that one day, he started animating. And from nowhere, the name of Combat Gods popped into his head. So it'd be interesting if he made an animation around that title. And he also was a huge fan of the Ip Mans. Also martial arts interested to him. So that could be where some inspiration came from. And now Zion asks how long have he been animating for? And Jianzhu says that between 6 and 7 years, but he lost track. So he is not so sure anymore. And now Zion asks what inspired him to start animation. And Jianzhu said that Naruto, Dragon Ball, the Shock series, etc. And Zeon says who was inspired on Shinji and Jun. And Jianzhu says that Shinji was inspired on Liu Kang and Danny Rand, while Jun was inspired on Minato and Scorpion. And Yan asks what was his hobbies. And Jianzhu says that hitting the gym and playing video game lately. He had been hooked on Zenless Zone Zero, Black Ops 6 and Wuthering Waves. You may have been wondering why animating didn't make the list. The truth that while animating is fun, he don't really see it a hobby anymore. It's stressful as hell. Or he just lost a spark somewhere along the way. But don't sorry. He said that he will get himself back eventually. But who knows? And now they start talking about the legendary game called Legends Battlegrounds.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one too.
So Zion asks what came in your mind when you noticed that Shinji and Jun were being put into a Roblox game. And Jianzhu says that he wasn't familiar with Roblox or its large community, but he was happy to hear that Shinji and Jun were added to a game. He noticed that Combat Gods' popularity had been fading, but the LGB group and Roblox community revived it, making it popular again. He also thinks about this often and feels emotional about it. And now Zion asks if he ever played Legends Battlegrounds. Jianzhu says no, but he really enjoyed watching it. LBG, it's what mostly is on his homepage. He didn't play any Roblox game in all his life. But if he is going to play anyone for the first time, LBG is definitely going to be it. Yeah, I will be excited if Jianzhu is going to play LBG.
It's over.
And the last question that all have been waiting for. And as you are going to predict, Xion asks to Jianzhu if he will ever do a Combat Gods 3. And Jianzhu says that it would be a waste and a shame not to do. continue the series. He is fully aware of that. Also, he says that he needs time. And though before he makes the final decision, yeah, I am okay with him.
No.
Then Janzu says that Combat Gods 3 is still a possibility. But he also says that Combat Gods is still related. So stay tuned.
He needs friends so they can help him make the video more faster, if you guys know what I'm saying.
So thank you a lot, Janzo, for all this information. And also Sion, for making this crazy interview. And to you too, for watching this video and helping me to get more support. And this video took me a lot of time to do it. So it would be very helpful if you give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel. And now click on this video to see Combat Gods in reverse. And another video recommended by the algorithm of YouTube. Bye!
Bye. Thank you, Mr. Lava One, and thank you guys for watching my video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Okay, bye. Peace out.